been using a rifle to hunt the last 4 or 5 days on the road, so it sure feels good to pick up my new breed bow and fling some arrows. I think we're ready to go hunting, boys.
They're little more than a few old guns handed down the line. Once owned by my nana and papa, but now they're mine. They've been all the way to Utah, then back home to Texas again. They've seen Colorado, Wyoming, and the Grand Canyon, and hunting trips in the freezing snow and up before the sun. And now they're a part of me, I got the gun.
SEF Fuel presents Rusty Baker Outdoors. Rusty Baker Outdoors is brought to you by Blanco National Bank, rock solid since 1906. Lone Star Outdoor. Crossman, take it outside. A&E Outfitters, all your hunting needs for the season of a lifetime. Port Sullivan Ranch, trophy whitetail and exotic game. Tipsy Tea Taxidermy, real-life wildlife creations. Bounce Back Energy Drink. CBR, the real cowboy sport. Hunt Bee 4x4, charge into the outdoors. Clear Fork Outfitters, Sportsman Eyewear Video Glasses, the original video glasses. New Breed Archery. And Tough Country, custom durability, superior quality.
The Port Sullivan Ranch is really cool because you can see so many species from whitetail to exotics, and pretty much any of the most popular exotics that you can think of, you'll probably see in a day's time here on the ranch. The first time we came out to Port Sullivan Ranch, we were hunting in a tree stand with bows, and I was trying to connect on a fallow or an axis or a black buck with my bow. The very first morning, I had a golden opportunity. You know, whenever you miss an animal, there's times you try to analyze it, and there's times you try to overthink it, and it just boils down to I missed. I mean, there was no reason for it. There was no excuse. It just happened.
No way.
I compare missing an animal with a bow and arrow to a quarterback throwing an interception. You have to have a very short memory, and brush it off and be confident that your next shot will be better. It's 36 yards, approximately, from where I shot to right here. And I didn't need any proof that I missed him. I mean, it was obvious. I saw plain as day I missed him, but as you can see, this arrow is as clean as a whistle, minus some dirt on the end of those broadheads. This was a fallow that I really liked. I really wanted to take this fallow. Just missed him. No excuse for that one. I wanted a chance to get another shot at something with my bow. I thought they were going to come back. Well, they did come back. I thought I was going to get another chance. But, you know, after I missed that one, they were kind of skittish. They hung out here about 50, 60 yards or so. Then they wandered off into the brush, and then I heard them fighting. That white one was fighting one of those spotted ones.
And then we had some whitetail does come out.
It's always neat to see a whitetail buck in front of your deer stand, even if it's not deer season. Just seeing this pretty buck still with his horns on his head was cool. I love watching whitetail deer, and I never get tired of seeing them.
So things just didn't come together like I wanted them to today, or this morning, so maybe this afternoon. We'll get out of the rain.
It just seemed like whatever could go wrong on this hunt would go wrong. I mean, after I missed that fallow deer, I'd set up in the stand. I was really partial to that stand. We'd seen a lot of movement out of that stand. We saw a lot of animals this hunt. Black buck, axis, fallow, and the guides would come in the evening and talk about all the game they had within bow range at their stand. So sometimes being loyal to one spot can backfire on you. Well, we just had to leave the Port Sullivan Ranch. There's no meat in the ice chest in the back of the truck, but we'll be back. I'm gonna try to come back here in a few weeks, get home tonight, check the schedule, and see when we're free again, and come back and finish what I started.
Our hunt hard, play hard television host won't let a missed opportunity get him down. Get ready for Port Sullivan Ranch Part 2 when Rusty Baker Outdoors returns. This segment of Rusty Baker Outdoors is sponsored by Americase, manufacturers of airline quality transport cases.
All right, last time I was here, I missed a fallow deer at 30 yards. Absolutely no excuse for it. I said I'd be back, and I am back at Port Sullivan Ranch.
Our first objective when we came to the ranch was to shoot an exotic with a bow. We had several different species that we were given the green light to take, and we tried that.
We got skunked this morning. We didn't have anything come out that we were hunting. Saw several whitetail does, saw some red deer, and then we had some fallow come in behind us, which we couldn't get any footage of. But because if we'd have moved, they'd have spooked. They didn't come out in this green area anyway. We've tried to hunt with a bow for several outings. Anyway, we've sat in the stand and tried to get it done with a bow again. Now we're going to do a little spot and stalk. But my friend Chester Darcy over here knows this place like the back of his hand. And he's going to go with me, and he's going to carry the rifle, and I'm going to carry a bow. And if we see something that we really, really like, just a little bit out of range, we don't think we can stalk it, we'll pull out Betsy here and see if we can't get it done. Just there's not enough wind to cover our noise. We were as quiet as we could be, but if we'd had a good south wind, I think it would have probably concealed our noise a little bit more. But we had an axis bark at us. It couldn't have been that far, but as thick as it is in there, I mean, he was far enough, you know. So go back to the cart and try to ride around, see some country, do some glassing, and just see if anything's moving or not. It's getting kind of warm. I'm starting to shut clothes off.
Skunked, but not discouraged. Host Rusty Baker sets his sights on a big Iranian Red Sheep. Stay tuned. This segment of Rusty Baker Outdoors is sponsored by a show of support, Hunts for Heroes.
Here at Port Sullivan Ranch, we provide trophy whitetail hunts and exotic game year-round. When you come to the ranch, you can expect an all-inclusive, bed and breakfast, family atmosphere. When you come here, we treat you like family when you're away from your own. We'd love to have you come hunt with us.
Man, you guys have seen, we've hunted our tails off. We hunted our tails off in this blind for many, many hours, many, many days. Had an opportunity, I blew it, came back, tried to redeem myself. Nothing else gave us a chance. Just now we had 3 axis out in the field. One of them was huge, beautiful axis. Just wouldn't come in. They're not coming within range. We spent the whole afternoon between breakfast and the afternoon hunt walking and stalking. We worked our tails off. But I just got a text message from one of the guides on the ranch, and he said that he's seeing a huge Iranian sheep on the east side of the ranch. So we're gonna try to go get to him.
We didn't have a lot of time left, but I really wanted to focus it on that sheep because he was so marvelous looking and cool. I'd never shot one before, never even seen one close to that size. And I was pretty much, it was sheep on at that point.
I'm trying to stalk this Iranian sheep. Right now it's probably 100, maybe 120 yards ahead and to the left. We got over to the east side in time to watch that red sheep. And when Rob dropped us off here, he said, you know what, you've been trying to hunt that guy with a bow or you've been trying to hunt something with a bow for many hours. Why not just try to get it with a bow again? So we probably could have had him, I know we could have had him with a rifle. But we decided to post up in the woods and try to wait him out. Now we're out of camera light, and wouldn't be too safe to try to shoot. Even though it's shooting light, it probably wouldn't be too safe to try to shoot him right now. So good news is we're supposed to pack up and leave in the morning. And our host here, Rob LaSalle, has said to us, let's get it done, man. Let's do it. So we're gonna stay tonight and hunt at least in the morning, and we'll probably strategize after dinner if we're gonna try to set up a pop-up, if we're gonna try to do it with a rifle. You know, tomorrow morning's absolutely our last hunt for a while here. So, you know, we're trying to get something done. Gosh, we're seeing so many animals.
That's awesome. Glad you're having a good time. Let's cash in and make it happen.
Thanks to the kindness of Port Sullivan Ranch owner Robert LaSalle, Rusty gets an extra day and another crack at that big Iranian ram. This segment of Rusty Baker Outdoors is sponsored by RBO Logo Apparel. Get your RBO merchandise today at rustybakeroutdoors.com.
This is it, Bubba.
It's the morning to make it happen.
It's the last morning to make it happen. I gotta be honest with you, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I was ready.
I am too. A little nervous excitement.
Yeah.
But I think really that's the right spot to be, and I think it's going to happen. Put it together.
The night before the very last hunt, Chester and Rob and I went to the spot where we were going to be hunting. We all agreed that was exactly where we needed to be at dawn. Cleared it, and I was ready to sit there when the sun came up. And of course, the sheep wasn't there when the light came. I saw a lot of black buck that morning, a couple of nice ones, but didn't see the sheep. until after I'd sat there for a couple of hours.
So there's some black buck out there.
If I were an exotic animal on a ranch, I would want a black buck to be my best friend because they will tattletale on any danger that they see. If they spotted me, this hunt's blown.
He's gonna come right towards us. Where'd we go?
That's it. We're gonna go.
There was a part of me that wanted to stay put and hoped that that red sheep came towards me. But when he started walking away and got towards 500 yards out, I knew that my only bet was to go after him. I was finally able to get into a position where I was comfortable enough to set up the bog pod, lay my rifle down, put him in my crosshairs, and wait for the right opportunity. As a hunter, you can control your patience level, you can control your method of hunting, but you have no control over time, and I didn't have much left.
Awesome.
I squeezed the trigger on this red sheep and he fell to the ground, and I knew I had made a good hit, and I was so excited.
Awesome job.
I watched this sheep lay on the ground for what seemed like an eternity, but it was probably 4 or 5 minutes, and was sure that he had expired, grabbed my rifle and my equipment and started walking towards him. When I was halfway between he and I, he actually got up and probably went 10 yards with his head erect and then fell over dead. But I was so scared for a minute.
This is gonna be one big sheep. The biggest sheep I ever saw, I guarantee you. Look at this. Wow.
Even before I ended this hunt successfully, the night before the hunt, I laid in bed thinking to myself all the hard work we'd gone through, how we had very little to no footage, bruised knees from crawling on rocks, cuts on our arms. We'd experienced heat, briars, wetness, and had no footage. And I just couldn't help but still think this is the coolest job in the world.
You bet you he's gonna go on the wall and he's gonna look great in the RBO trophy room. I can't wait to give Chester and Rob a call. Man, these guys are gonna be so excited. They have been wanting me to call them and tell them we got it done.
All right, Rusty. Made it happen in the 11th hour.
I don't think you're gonna be disappointed.
What we got here? Oh my God, that's him.
What do you think about this guy?
Oh yeah, that's your trophy. Oh wow, beautiful bud. Congratulations, Rusty.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful, man.
Way to go, Russ.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Oh wow, that is a beauty.
He's hitting his shoulders there with those suckers.
He's everything that you guys said he was too.
I didn't know Robert LaSalle until I came out here to Port Sullivan Ranch. I knew he was a dentist in town where I lived, but I didn't know that much about him. And he and his wife Angela are just the sweetest, most down-to-earth people, and they really try so hard to make sure that all their guests have a good time and feel at home and feel like family while they're here. And we felt like that the whole time that we were here.
All right, Chester. Well, I think the way we should do this is with one of your handmade knives.
Special job.
Yes,
for a special one.
Absolutely, especially with Rusty and Rob coming out and enjoying several weekends with us. I think this would be another good memory for you and me on the adventure of this hunt.
Well, like I was telling Rusty, it matches too, because see, this is Himalayan sheep horn there on the handle. So, sheep horn for the sheep.
Very good. Do you think Rusty would notice if maybe one, if just one of the antlers, one of the horns
I
was
don't
off?
know. You know, you might get that by him. I don't know.
We could give it a try.
I had such a great time at the Port Sullivan Ranch. Can't wait to come back. Great people, great hunting, and overall just a wonderful place to go if you want to experience a little bit of all the game Texas has to offer.
Promotional consideration for Rusty Baker Outdoors is paid for by the following: Blanco National Bank, rock solid since 1906. Lone Star Outdoor. Crossman, take it outside. A&E Outfitters, all your hunting needs for the season of a lifetime. Port Sullivan Ranch, trophy whitetail and exotic game. Tipsy Tea Taxidermy, real-life wildlife creations. Bounce Back Energy Drink. CBR, the real cowboy sport. Hunt V 4x4 charge into the outdoors. Clear Fork Outfitters, Sportsman Eyewear Video Glasses, the original video glasses. New Breed Archery. And Tough Country, custom durability, superior quality.
Are you jealous? Jealous of my of my gauging distance ability? I'll go left or right here.
You're going left.
You sure?
Yeah.
Full shizzle?
We're shizzling my nizzle.
I think we're ready to go hunting, boys. Are you gonna give me a hard time until I kill something?
I haven't disowned you yet.
Okay. But I heard you were telling people I wasn't one of your former students.
I got it.
Time to get on down the road and get to the next hunt. Schedule to keep. Buddin'.